And we start with breaking news this midday. As you see here, police getting ready to talk to the media about a shooting at a charter school in Mesquite earlier this morning. This happened just before 9 o'clock this morning. You can see they're getting ready to do this press conference right now. What we do know is what Mesquite Fire has already told us, that a student brought a gun to school. When officers got to that scene, they started negotiations with that suspect. During that time, a shooting began. It is not clear who fired first, but we do know that the suspect was taken to the hospital. This is breaking news that we're getting into our newsroom right now. And again, we are waiting for them to start this press conference to give us more information on exactly what happened at this charter school in Mesquite, the school called Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy. This is on Oates Drive in Mesquite. Here we go right now. Let's listen in.
Public information officers with the Mesquite Police Department.
I am Captain Block, the Public Information Officer with Mesquite Fire Department.
Please spell your name.
B-L-O-C-K.
First name.
Travis.
I'm going to read a prepared statement. We will not be able to answer any questions about what occurred today. The brief reason is because it is an ongoing investigation at this time. The incident is still very active. On February 19th, 2024, at approximately 8:49, Mesquite police officers were dispatched to a person with a gun call at Pioneer Technology and Arts located at 3200 Oates Drive. The call was changed to an active shooter call as officers were en route. Information was obtained that one subject entered the building with a firearm. Officers responded and attempted to negotiate with the subject. During the process of negotiating, an officer-involved shooting occurred. No students or officers were injured. The suspect was transported to a local hospital for injuries sustained during the incident. The Mesquite Police Department and Mesquite Fire Department are in the process of facilitating a reunification plan, which will occur at Northside Baptist Church, which is located at 3130 Moon Drive here in Mesquite, Texas. More information will be available later on today, we hope.
We're just thankful the tragedy was avoided and nothing worse occurred. Collaborative efforts between Mesquite Fire and Police are excellent, so thank you.
Yeah, and I just, same thing, I just want to highlight, we are grateful for the fact that no children were injured in this incident. Also, none of our officers sustained any injury in this incident. Like I said, an officer-involved shooting did occur. That is what's being investigated. We hope to be able to release information later as it becomes available.
Can you tell us the person who brought the gun? Was that a student, someone else?
Unfortunately, I can't get into any of that at this time.
Was there an SRO on campus?
This is not a Mesquite ISD campus. This is a private school.
Do you know how many people were in the building at the time?
I do not know, no ma'am. That's all stuff we're working on gathering right now.
Can you tell us the approximate age of the suspect?
I can't get into that at this time. All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you all
I appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Can we get the spelling of his name?
So again, we have breaking news to bring to you this morning. You can see our Katie Blakey getting ready there. We just heard from police, and this is what we know thus far. This all happened at a charter school campus in Mesquite. This is Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy. We've got our Katie Blakey standing by right now, was just at that press conference. Katie, the good news here is no students or teachers were hurt.
Yeah, it's such a relief hearing that news, Laura, from authorities here just moments ago telling us no teachers were injured, no students were hurt. Still a lot of information unknown to us about what took place here this morning. As you heard them say, this is a charter school. They did have classes today. We know that. So we know there were staff, there were students inside when all of this took place. But what exactly occurred here, still not very clear. That initial call came with a person coming into the school with a gun. Then that call was escalated to an active shooter. Mesquite police responded, and then there was an altercation there, a shooting. An officer, at least one officer, fired his weapon at that suspect. That suspect was injured and taken to the hospital. We don't know any word about their condition, but again, being told that no students or staff here at the facility were injured. Right now, the focus is on reuniting those students with their parents. They've set up a reunification center at the Northside Baptist Church. It is just behind the school, so it's just around the corner from the school, right behind them. And one of their releases, we were told that maybe they would bus students over. It may be very likely that some of those students just walk over to that church because it is so close to the school here. And we're also waiting to get information from the school. Again, this is a charter school, so this is not affiliated with Mesquite ISD. So we're waiting to get information from authorities there about what their plan is for for today, maybe any more information about what happened. But again, you heard me ask the officers if they could give any identifying information about the suspect. We initially had heard that this may have been a student who brought a gun to school. They would not confirm that, could not tell us an approximate age of the suspect. So we don't know anything about the suspect. But again, the relief here for parents and everyone is that no students, no staff, no one here at the church was hurt. But a very active presence, I can tell you. We pulled up here about 20-30 minutes ago, surrounded by officers and fire trucks here all around this charter school. They've blocked off the streets in this area, so if you're coming over in this area, you're not going to be able to get by. But again, we're hoping to talk to some parents here who may be picking up their students soon and get some information from them about what people heard inside the building and what they saw this morning. Laura.
Katie, stay with me for a moment. I've got a couple more questions for you, but we also have some sound here from someone who says that they heard the commotion right before the police got there. Let's go to that, please.
I was at O'Reilly's right here on Oaks, and I came outside just checking on the park, and all I heard was pop, 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 gunshots. And next thing I know is I look across. I didn't see anybody running out or anything, but I heard, you know, louds and tons of cop cars rushing over here.
Katie, I don't know if you could hear that too, but this was basically a gentleman who was across the street who heard what happened. I mean, this had to be so scary for not just people in the area, but as you just said, that area is now blocked off. So any parents or anybody trying to get to their students, they can't even do that right now.
So my understanding is that church is behind the school here. So it may be possible just from our vantage point, Laura, we can't see specifically this area. So parents are probably being directed back behind the school over to that Northside Baptist Church. But right across from the school here, there's a body shop, there's a couple of businesses, there's a gas station down the street. So it is a very active area, very busy. There's also a neighborhood right across the street that was lined with cars when we pulled up. A number of people, I think, who had rushed to the scene, possibly parents coming, trying to figure out what was going on. So it is a very active area. And like we heard from that person there, identifying that he heard shots this morning. And so what we're trying to figure out is exactly what took place inside the school. You know, how far did this person with the gun get inside the facility, and really what took place there. But again, the relief, I think, for so many is that no students, no staff members were hurt, no officers were injured in this. But again, we don't know a lot about the suspect, the person who brought this gun to campus, and you know, why, obviously, but also what connection they may have had to the school.
Absolutely. And Katie, what I'm looking at here is a live picture from that reunification point that police were telling parents and everybody else. This is at 3130 Moon Drive. This is Northside Baptist Church, where they're asking those parents, guardians, people who are waiting for their students, the teachers to come from that school to be reunited. This is where they are asking people to go because, in fact, that road is closed where you are, closer to the school. And if you're just joining us right now, we are talking about this breaking news at a charter school in Mesquite. Shots were fired at Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy. We know that someone brought a gun into that school. And again, for those of you just joining us here, it's 11:05. I want to bring back our Katie Blakey, who has been there on the scene. Katie, you rushed out to the scene when you heard what was happening, and we did have a very short press conference from authorities. I don't know if you were able to hear what they were saying, but they would not confirm how old this person was or if they were a student at the school, correct?
Right. They really wouldn't give us any details about the suspect. All they would say is that a suspect brought a gun inside the school. That call initially came to Mesquite police as someone with a gun coming into the school, and then it was upgraded to an active shooter call. But that's all they would confirm. Initial reports we had received was that it was possibly a student, but again, they would not confirm that information. They would not give an age on the suspect, a gender, and we really were given no details about who this person is who brought a gun to this campus this morning. But again, I know a lot of North Texas schools are closed today, but our understanding, this charter school was open, so there were staff, there were students, they were all present here inside the building when all of this took place this morning. And
Katie, I know you can't see this, but what we were looking at here is a live picture over at that reunification point that we were just talking about. These are students leaving that school where this active shooter call came from. This is Northside Baptist Church at 3130 Moon Drive. This is where authorities have asked parents to go to pick up their students. You can see this single file line of students. This is a live picture out of Mesquite right now. And you can see those students, heavy police presence, heavy presence of authorities in the area. You can hear the police chopper up ahead, and you can see it looks like a teacher, some sort, walking right through there. So this is the school that we're looking at right here with the blue awnings there. And you can see even more students are walking out of that school right now. All of this started with a phone call to police just before 9 o'clock this morning. Now, this is a charter school, so that's why they're in school right now on President's Day. This is a charter school, Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy on Oates Drive in Mesquite. And what you are watching right now are these students leaving that school where the active shooter call came from and being reunited with their parents at the Baptist church that's just across the street there. The best news that we heard from authorities is that no students and no teachers were hurt in all of this. What we do know, with a gun, police at some point came to that person, tried to talk that person down, tried to negotiate with them, and at some point that is when the officer involved shooting started. We do know that the shooter was hurt in all of this, and we have our Katie Blakey, who is there live still on the scene for us right now. Katie, I mean, what can you tell us that you can see from your vantage point? I know it's kind of hard to tell. We've got live cameras in a lot of different places, but where you are right now, what can you see?
So I'm going to step out of the way here so that photojournalist Ivory Taylor can zoom in if he needs to. But if you look from my vantage point here, we're looking right at the front of the school, the side of the school here, and looking down past it where I believe the church is back behind there. But you see this row of Mesquite police cars, and then up ahead they have one of their armored vehicles, one of their SWAT trucks. This is, unfortunately, Laura, I've covered a number of these incidents now of shooting calls at schools or reports of an active shooter, and this is the scene that we typically see. You see law enforcement surrounding this entire area here, and usually what we know they do, we haven't confirmed this with authorities, excuse me, but they go methodically, sorry, allergies. They go methodically, room by room, through each of these classrooms just to make sure
Katie, I'll take.
There's no possible threat. Hold on, Laura. Can I send it back to you?
Yeah, you certainly can, Katie. You certainly can. Thank you. And we're just getting breaking news in about this shooting right now. The school has now confirmed that that was, in fact, a student who walked into Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy on Oates Drive in Mesquite right before 9 o'clock this morning with a gun in hand. Again, the school now confirming that for us just now. And again, we have been following this since it started this morning just before 9 o'clock. Our Katie Blakey is out there on the scene. We have several crews out there. And what we saw just about 5 minutes ago, a live picture of parents and students being reunited with each other. And if you're just hearing this news and your child does go to that school, this is a charter school, and that's why they are in school today. But if you do have a child there, or maybe you're a guardian of a child there, the reunification process is happening at Northside Baptist Church at 3130 Moon Drive. But again, we can tell you that no students or teachers inside of that building were hurt. Police engaged that suspect, and that person is now at the hospital. We'll be right back.